Hear ye, all rise for the 8th Assembly of the Creep Street Homeowners Association. Welcome, welcome, friends, family, foes.
Whoever you may be, thank you for joining us today.
Welcome to the Court of Creep Streets.
Indeed. Here we are checking in about the happenings of the street. We're talking about it, we're loving it, we're learning it. The future, the past, the present, we're having fun.
Now, first things first, you're probably wondering, why is this not the Smurl Family Haunting Volume 2?
Yeah.
We needed a little extra time, and as you know, we said before we were going to move to Mondays, so we decided, okay, we needed some extra time. This Monday, upcoming Monday, I believe it is Monday, February 26th, that is when Volume 2 of the Smurl Family Haunting will come out. We were on vacation last week.
We were visiting my dad.
So we didn't have time to really work on it, and we just needed more time. It was my birthday this week, so...
Yes, it was just yesterday as of recording this. So everyone, if you haven't already, give Dylan a B-Day shout-out.
Thank you. And yes, first of all, thank you all so much for the wonderful birthday shout-outs. I feel so loved, and
yes,
can't thank you enough. But yes, that episode is coming Monday, and then that will begin our Monday schedule.
Yeah, we kind of thought, we got to move to Monday soon anyway, so might as well just... do it now.
Absolutely. So just a few more days. Hold on for a few more days. We've gotten lots of great feedback. People were truly freaked out by Volume 1.
I know. I think it's good that we did another haunted ghost type demon situation. It's been a while. It's been too long.
It truly has. And the scares in Volume 2 just keep on coming. So get ready for that.
I know. I'm nervous, but I am excited. I want to see how this wraps up. I want to see how Ed and Lorraine kind of get their little fingers in there.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Maureen, last night we had the wonderful pleasure.
We did.
Of having dinner with some of our best pals, best friends, the Archduke of Attitude, Adam Archer, and the Madman Marcus Hall, along with Marcus Hall's wife, Megan, and Adam's bride-to-be, Miss Lucy. We love all of them. It was such a pleasure to see them.
I know, so fun. It was nice to do a little something different and special for your birthday. And
we'll be attending their wedding this September down in Georgia. I'm going to be in the bridal party on Adam's side, me and Marcus both, so very honored to be a part of that. I was very touched when he asked, and I was so happy about it.
I know, it's so nice. And I think Megan and I, we're probably just going to get super drunk while you guys are getting ready and taking pictures and stuff.
Most likely.
I think we'll just kind of hang out. And also, someone I went to college with, haven't talked to her in probably 12 years. Literally, that's so crazy. She is childhood friends with Lucy, the bride. They're actually both named Lucy. So it'll be funny to kind of see, a familiar face there too.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We're truly honored. And the venue where the wedding is being held...
This is what we're getting to.
It is at the Georgia State Theater called The Springer. And aside from being a beautiful historical venue...
Yes.
It is also apparently very haunted.
Yes, as we've talked about before, it's funny because I feel like we say this all the time, where we're like, now this area, it's especially haunted. It's like I feel like we always say that, but truly, Georgia is especially haunted in comparison to the rest of the United States.
Yeah, just filthy with ghosts.
Oh, God. We were hearing some spooky stories last night.
Yes, we were.
Kind of giving a little amuse-bouche towards what we're going to be getting in September.
Apparently, there's a few specters that roam the halls of the Springer.
And I'm interested too because it seems like there is a nice variety, a good range. Some of them are, it seems like, very scary. People are getting bad vibes, very weird, going all the way down to, these guys are my friends.
Yeah.
So I love that.
Yeah, there was one in particular, a specter in a top hat that will stand at the end of folks' beds.
Oh, there's two men with hats.
There's two men with hats. One that stands at the top of the, I think if Adam, we'll have Adam on sometime to explain in depth maybe the stories more.
Definitely.
There's a book out there that we have yet to read. We'll need to read it.
We will before we go in September.
Yes, and so we are hoping we'll have Adam on to talk about it, and I'm sure it's probably enough there for a full episode. We could do.
Oh, yeah.
Very excited about that. Now, like I remember one ghost in particular, they say stands, I think, and Adam can correct me if I'm wrong, there's one that stands at the top of a stairwell and will tip its cap to you.
Yes, of course.
And there's another one, I think, a man with a top hat that stands at the foot of the bed. Now, is this the Hat Man?
It sounds like it.
Or is
Maybe
this
not.
a specter specific to the Springer?
Exactly. And that's what we'll have to kind of ask questions about, because the way that Adam and Lucy were describing it, it sounded like the Hat Man to me.
Yes, it did. The way it stood at the end of the bed and sort of...
and just kind of stood there and whatever. And just, it didn't necessarily do anything scary, but it being there, of course, is just scary, and also it gave off a scarier vibe.
Absolutely.
Than you may think. Than some others.
Of course, absolutely. Horrifying.
So yeah, get ready for that. You know, it's a little ways away. It's in September, but you know, we're just getting pumped about it, and it was good to kind of figure out what we need to prep, what we need to read, what we need to do before we go there to really experience the spooks and scares.
Absolutely. Now, Maureen, we've been talking a lot about merchandise lately.
We have. We've been merching, to be completely honest.
Yes, and it's almost there. Give us an update. Where are we at on the merchandise?
Yes. So today that we are recording this, it is not quite live yet, but very close. Hopefully, by the time you guys are listening to this, it'll be up and going. But if not, it'll be within just a couple days after this.
Oh, yeah.
So it's coming within the end of this week, beginning of next week, but hopefully the end of this week.
And Maureen, you are, and I don't want to give too much away, but we can give them a little bit of a taste.
Oh, yeah.
You know, we've already put out our Reddit series this month for the Patreon. We've got a few more little things coming, but we also have our big main top tier bonus episode coming out. And boy, oh boy, it is about a specific topic, a jaw-dropping topic that has kind of been burning up the scene on YouTube. It is a YouTube-centric, I guess you would call it true crime or scandal.
I would call it true crime, but the perpetrator would not.
Right. I guess this would fall under the category of true crime, and it certainly should be if it's not a crime.
Right.
But a very tawdry scandal that Maureen is, oh man, it's weird.
Yeah, and you know, I have been taking just so many notes, watching so many videos. Dylan, I have been balls deep in Reddit.
You truly have. Watching you become a YouTube Redditor, I mean, you've been popping off out there.
I've been kind of popping off. I did cool it a little bit. I deleted some things that I said. I never even said anything that bad. I never was like, fuck you, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
But I just was like, okay, we'll start off slow and we'll build up. But yeah, I've basically just been, if someone says something stupid in the comments or horrible, I usually just kind of ask questions that I know will make them look worse and everything. It's kind of 4D chess, and I'm enjoying it.
Yes,
I'll tell you that much.
And you know what? I'm getting the vibe. In addition to obviously episodes that we do every week or every other week, I mean, I guess every week, including these mini episodes.
Right.
I got a feeling we are going to have more interviews this year.
Yeah, I could see that.
We've had people reaching out to us asking to be on the show, which is, you know, that happens fairly often.
Which we love. If you feel free to do that if you want.
And some of them, I think, would actually be a good fit for the show.
Yeah, no, there's a few people I need to reach back out to try to kind of schedule it. You know, it's just, you know, the beginning of 2024 has been a little hectic for us, but I think, you know, going forward, we'll be able to, you know, kind of get things in the books easier and more quicker.
Yeah.
Quicker. So yeah, I like that idea because, you know, not to toot our own horns, but toot last year, I mean, we had India Oxenberg and we had Jerry Minor.
Jerry Minor was last year. Was India last year or was she 2022?
Oh, I thought she was just last year.
I think India was 2022
and
maybe Jerry Minor was 2023. And then, of course, Mateo was 2021.
I'm all turned around. What? It's all a damn blur. You guys know. But what we're saying is, what we're getting to, we've had some great interviewees over the years. I mean, stars. So what comes next? I mean, only the fates know. But I'm excited.
We're going to have some fun guests.
We're going to shoot for Beyonce.
Yeah.
That's our goal.
Some you may not know, like in terms of just recognition, their name doesn't mean they're not a great guest, but you know what I mean. But I think there's also maybe gonna be a few that you do know.
Yeah.
Kind of excited about that. We got a lot of things in the works, and yeah, very, very excited. You know, it's funny, before we wrap up this little sesh, I was looking at our metrics.
Okay.
I like to go back and I like to see them on a large scale and see where like a trend, like obviously, you know, the United States is our biggest country, just I think simply by the fact that we live here, and probably the algorithm pushes it more to people in the United States. But
I mean, God bless America.
We have listeners, I think in every continent.
Well, not Antarctica.
Well, yeah, you're right.
Penguins,
not Antarctica.
we're coming for you.
But we're coming for you, penguins. That's right. But of course, the next biggest is the UK.
We love.
And it was fun because I was honing in deeper and deeper. I went to the UK, and then I looked, okay, well, which country in the UK is the biggest? And it was England. Yeah. What city in England was the biggest? And they're scattered all around. A lot of listeners in London. Liverpool's a big one for us. Birmingham. We're especially big kind of in the Midlands. But our biggest town in Europe as a whole is a town in England called Walsall, I believe is how it's pronounced.
Walsall or Wassail or we're dumb.
Yes, I just double checked, and it is Walsall. Now it's spelled Walsall. So if I'm saying it wrong, I apologize. Wassail or Walsall but anyway.
Yeah, whatever it is, we love it.
Thousands and thousands of downloads in this city. Yeah. And it's right in the Midlands. I'm really thinking we need to do a show in the UK.
Oh, I mean, no question. I mean, absolutely. Yes.
And yeah, very excited about that. So, folks in Walsall, thank you so much.
Of course. And, you know, we've got our neighbors to the west here, or the neighbors of England, of the UK. Neighbors to the west, of course, Ireland, we love as well.
Got a lot of listeners there.
You guys have been doing great. Thank you for supporting just a couple of freaks like us.
Yes, and that was, and of course, thank you to all our listeners. We have listeners, like I said, in all over South Africa, the Philippines, Argentina, and they're just everywhere.
I mean, gosh darn it, we love it.
But we thank you all so much. But that was a fun little thing. I thought, wow, our biggest town in all of Europe is Walsall. Yeah. Very cool.
And I don't think our biggest town in the U.S. is Chicago, right? It's not. Isn't it L.A.?
It might be Los Angeles. I can't remember. I know that Illinois, it's like California and Illinois are like our biggest. California, Illinois, and Texas.
Yes. So funny.
I love that it's like the great trio of our, I mean, we have listeners in every state.
Right.
I look through it. Every state has listeners, and we're very fortunate. And, but yeah, California, Texas, and Illinois are like our biggest ones. And LA is a huge city for us. Another place we got to go do a live show.
Totally. I just think it's so funny because I feel like a lot of, at least Europeans, when they think of America, they kind of think of 3 states. It's New York, California, and Texas. Yeah. Illinois just beat out New York this time.
Wow.
Sorry, New Yorkers.
But yeah, folks, once again, the Smurl Family Haunting Volume 2 will be up on Monday.
Yes.
Thank you for your patience. I think you're going to love it. And, of course, check out our Patreon at patreon.com/creepstreetpodcast.
Yes, got all sorts of fun stuff over there, always changing, always adding stuff. You know, it's a good time over there.
And once again, thank you for all of the birthday love. I so appreciate it, and I truly feel it in my heart and soul. Thank you so much.
Also, if you feel so inclined, you know, feel free to like, rate, subscribe, share us on social media, just scream about us from a rooftop, write about us in a bathroom stall. That one I'm actually serious.
Yeah.
That one actually would be nice.
Yeah.
Anything like that. It really helps us out, and we so thank you for it.
Citizens of the Milky Way, my name is Dylan Hackworth.
I'm Maureen Bogey.
Good night and goodbye.